Your business's brand is powerful, echoing your soul's aspirations out to your market. The name you choose, the date you launch, the colors you adopt, all vibrate your vision to potential clients. Does your business reflect your aspirations and vision? Welcome to Colors Behind the Brand. Join our live and interactive exploration into the energy of color and numerology behind well-known business brands, special guest case studies, and surprise audience spotlights showing you examples of businesses with soul. And now, here are your hosts, Moira Bush, founder of the Moira Bush Academy for Soul Businesses, and Amy Bell, founder of United Colors of Design magazine.
Hello. Hello.
I was just thinking, those photographs that says, here's your host, Amy and Moira. And like, I look at the photographs of us. We don't look like that anymore, It's
okay.
Had their shots updated, right? So
was historical recollections of what we used to look like. And now it's all changing.
History. Well, today I'm different. I am your resident gypsy Rose.
I love it.
Yeah, it's bloody cold. Yeah, I put my head cover on.
I was thinking, when was I thinking to do that? Yesterday. I had something on and I'm like, I wonder what it would look like if I did like a wrap around my head, which I never did it. But I think it would be kind of fun to do the gypsy thing. And so I'm glad you're doing it today.
Yeah, I've got another little one which has got like a poofy thing at the back that trails down. It looks like those surfer dudes kind of kind of people who have those like floppy hats.
Yeah.
Knees that are floppy at the back, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna give that one too.
Well, today we're going to switch things up a little bit, huh?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, because December is a very busy time for Moira, for myself. She's in the middle of doing her predictions for 2022, which I am super excited about. And of course, we're doing production on the magazine, and there's courses to be done, and you're teaching at the moment. So we're going to do a bit of a review, and we're going to do a bit of a review because my course that I'm launching in the next couple of days, well, we're going to figure that out because I have a lot of clients who ask me, when's a great launch date based on colors and numerology? So we're going to firsthand work through that with my academy that I'm creating. And we're going to do the numbers on the academy combined with some of the other well-known brands we've done, because they all seem to cluster, huh?
Yeah, no, there definitely is. There's definitely synchronicities, and I think it's also good with numerology. Repetition is amazing because you watch a show or you watch information and you forget about it, and you get a little refresh and you see something you didn't see before.
Yeah, exactly.
So tonight's actually gonna be a bit of fun because I love to look at your stuff. And I remember when you were going, oh, what am I going to call this thing? And you came up with all these names. I'm like, no. And the minute you said the name we're going to work on tonight, it was like, yes. And then you made a slide to show me what the numbers were. And I thought, well, of course it was a yes. The frequency just hit home when you said that name. So we're going to be so excited to share that with everybody tonight. Yeah,
I think it's going to be fun. And because I've been working for the last month on a workshop or a course actually for graphic artists to be able to learn how to use the color and numerology for their clients. Yeah. So I'm taking, the 30 years that I've got in design to be able to talk the same language as designers and art directors, and we're going to work on that. So I've been working on this all month, and now we're down to launch time. And I wanted to, because I love your insights always. This is why I run things by my friend Moira.
I'm gypsy tonight.
Yeah, so I'm going to run this idea by the gypsy and see what she says.
Yeah,
do you have your crystal ball ready?
I know, you know what? I'm going to just have to rebrand myself as like, the color gypsy or something, or the number.
Oh, I do have a what's it called? A clear quartz,
Yeah.
like sphere.
Oh, there you go.
I do love that. It would be good for your gypsy look right now.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. I tell you what, darling. I can't see who's actually who. Can you see names?
Rose
Michael.
Romani.
Rose Romani is on. Hello, Rose. Nice to see you. I'm having to look at the other screen here just to see who's topping in, because I don't see the names pop up on mine. But nice that people are connecting. Hey, that's wonderful.
Yes. I love it. Yeah. If you're watching from the group, from the United Colors of Design group, then there is permissions that you have to give StreamYard in order for us to know who you are and making those comments. Otherwise, we've just shared it out to about 8 different places and we don't know who's saying what. So if you are giving us comments, which we love, just put your name, like type your name in, because some of you aren't getting your photos up here, which is too bad. But anyways, thank you for watching.
Can't see who's who in the zoo. Yeah.
Who's who in the zoo?
Okay, girls. So shall we go over and start looking at your new name for your academy?
I'm so excited about this.
Okay, there we go. Sorry, we're gonna get it live.
Now I get to see what the guest feels like.
Okie
Not that I
dokie.
haven't had a reading from you before, but this is fun. Okay.
Right, so we know your date of birth, and of course everybody's date of birth on Facebook, and it's quite public these days. And so you are 25th of March 1968. So the 25, the day you're born, makes a 7. So 2 + 5 makes 7, and the month is March, and there's a coral bottle there. And then you come to if you add all the digits up, you come to 34, and 3 + 4 is 7. So just to talk you through how the calculations worked here. Now, of course, the big theme for you is you're a turquoise girl. With you, turquoise is the main theme to life experiences, potential, soul path, your purpose. Everything is kind of, to me, tied into the turquoise with you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like the coral, the complementary turquoise, sits there just laughing at you, saying, "Don't look any other way but this way." This is kind of you're going to have to do things in a turquoise way. The fact that your 7s repeat, which is that spiritual leadership and taking the initiative and being like, it's almost like if you're going to start a church, you're going to be the minister of the church, right? You're going to be up front at the pulpit. It's that kind of energy that the 7s are. You can't not be at the forefront. Yeah. You got to be at the forefront of everything you start up with. So that's really what your date of birth says about the work you do. But what I also know about 34/7s is they're innovative. They're people who can come up with all sorts of ideas. They're ahead of their time. They're kind of very Aquarian color, that turquoise, and you'll start inventing and doing things and talking about things before anybody's even invented them. And so that's also really nice energy about you.
Thank you.
And you're quite familiar with that, because over the years we've really had we've dug into that. We've known each other. We've dug into your date of birth and its meanings and different layers that have come up.
Yes.
Now,
like the mind just never stops. My mind never, ever stops.
No. So there is your new name, Colors of Design Academy. And when that came together, it just absolutely felt right. It just, there was something about it that just said, this is it. And you're going to be doing it for an app, aren't you?
Yes, this is going to be an app. Yes, the Colors of Design Academy. And that's going to house the courses that I'm doing. It's going to house the videos that we do through United Colors of Design TV and the magazine as well. So it'll be a United Colors of Design.
You couldn't call this United Colors of, because the name was just too long for an app. So it was something you had to kind of, for that, bring it down.
Yeah.
I miss the word united. I have to say I did like that, but Colors of Design Academy son, and the word design had to be in there because your market is designers.
Yes.
I like that. And academy implies a place of learning and study and information. So that's also really lovely.
Mm-hmm.
So your consonants is is actually quite brilliant if you think about it, because that bottle 57 is G6, the goddess awakens in Colour Mirrors system. I mean, it's copper that sits on top of olive. It's quite beautiful, Amy.
I do like that one.
Yeah. And this is the bottle that Melissa always taught us is the bottle that has the most positive frequency behind it. And people actually pick it in readings and they sit with it or they're attracted to it. And they look at this whole wall of bottles behind me and they pick that one. You know that no matter what's going on in their lives, everything is going to be okay. I like that you put that out as a frequency for people to kind of connect with, for them to hear. So the copper is grounding and the olive promises new beginnings, feminine power and leadership. Lovely combination. You like?
I do like this one. I was more excited about the 12-3 because I'm not.
Oh, no, not me. I was excited about the G6.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. This like 12-3 is like, yeah, we know about that. But this G6 is like, yeah, it's very unobtrusively, but it's actually a very powerful bottle.
Yeah, yes, she sits very quietly amongst all the other ones for sure. But when I saw it and I looked at what 57 was and the name of it, I went, oh, okay, I can live with that.
Yeah. Oh, hang on, Cody. That's enough. There we go. A little Cody's with me. He's been stressed today. So if you hear barking in the background, it's one of my pups. Now, the 12, of course, is heaven on earth. You love that.
I do love that. I'm really loving that lately. It's showing up all over the place for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's got the violet on top and the red underneath, and your crown chakra is violet and your base chakra is red. So what this symbolizes is everything in between being in place. So once you've got your spiritual connection and your crown in place, and you have your red base chakra solidly grounded, everything else, the heart, the communication, the feelings, the intuition, the power, the insights, everything that consists of all the other chakras fall into place nicely. Everything will flow. So I like that you make this statement with bottle 12 that says, you come to my academy and you're going to get all your ducks in a row. Everything's going to start flowing for you. Mm-hmm. And you're going to find heaven on earth in my academy. You're going to really get very deep clarity or deep insights around what makes you happy on this planet.
Yes.
Like that.
Yes.
So no wonder you like your 12. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then your 3, of course, is Jupiter, which is about expansion. But, that coral color is about sensitivity, and, it's about graciousness, and it's feminine, and but it's a feminine with a bit of a giggle, because it has a drop of yellow in it for fun and laughter. So there is a lightness to this color, as well as having that incredible power that it represents the planet Jupiter, the biggest planet in our solar system. Mm-hmm. And I like that for you as a business as well. Whenever the 3 sits in a business, there tends to be success.
Nice.
How's that feeling?
That feels really good. I've never heard what did you say about the giggle?
Well, it's a feminine color, the pink, and then the yellow drop in there is a bit of a giggle. It's a bit of a laugh. So there's a lightness to it. Yeah.
Yeah. I do like seeing the 3. I mean, knowing what I know about numerology, what you've taught me is just, I go down rabbit holes and I have pages and pages and pages of what's the numbers on this and what's the numbers on this. And then I just keep looking for stuff. And I finally just had to say, okay, my brain is frazzled right now. And so that's why I sent it to you and just said, help me.
No, I'm glad you did, because it turned out to be good material for tonight. I think for people who are looking to start their own schools and academies, especially online ones and apps that you are doing, we're all in this position of having to communicate with people through technology now. There's a lot of people scrambling around going, what am I going to call my new online business, my online school of learning? So I think this is a good example, girl. So I'm so pleased that you're sharing it with us. I like that your 3, of course, matches your month as well, the March.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of you, your kind of date of birth, your bit of your soul in there.
Yes.
Let's have a look at your vows. So this is where I started getting, I thought, oh, this is getting interesting. There, the 42 that it comes to is C6, which is the third eye chakra. So it's an indigo color, which is everything to do with vision and insight and psychic abilities and, you know, being able to see the wood for the trees, literally. It's about, you know, being able to see clearly. And even though it's kind of dark and it feels like you can't see clearly, you know, it really does symbolize having that inner insight. So what this says about your business is you can help people. So if you have a program, for example, where you're teaching them, but then you also have a program that says, hey, join my mentoring program. So kind of here's the course, but also let me mentor you. You can connect with them one-to-one and you can get deeper insights into the challenges they face in their business. So I would definitely suggest on your academy that you make sure that you do have mentoring programs, because you know, it kind of lies there. It's like a promise that lies there in the consonant sound that, you know, they can have this private time with you. And 6 says, I'm going to love you. You know, I'm going to love doing this with you. They feel that love vibration.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And if you think about it, a lot of people who look for help and mentors and you know, that kind of support, it's you know, it's also a validation that I'm loved and appreciated and valued for who I am. And that's mentors, often that's what we do. You know, we remind people that they're valued and precious and that we like them. Even if their mom and dad didn't like them, we like them.
Exactly.
Mom and dad was supposed to love me. You remind me of a mom I never had. I've heard that in from a couple of clients over the years. It's
Yes, for sure. I like that. I like that combo. I like that it sits in behind, because I think the concepts that we're going to be showing designers is going to be a little bit out of their wheelhouse, you know, like they're not going to be used to this. And if I can think back to when I first started this, saying I'm a graphic artist, I'm not some spiritual person, like what the heck? And you know, that was 5 years ago and I'm still in it, but it just like rolls in so beautifully. It's not a big deal to learn it. And everybody who goes through these courses is wishing they could be just like you and come out with the words that just happen. But a lot of it is just intuition and loving what we do and passing that information on.
Oh, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But I like that love and intuition underpins this business, this academy. I love it.
Yeah.
So just beautiful, you know. And then together it all comes to the magic 99. It's like, I saw 99. I had to calculate 3 times. So this is 99. It's so seldom it comes to 99.
I know. When I saw 99, I did the same thing. I added it up on the calculator 3 times. And then when I realized that 99 was actually the 12 bottle, you know, it's like these miraculous stories that just slowly reveal themselves out. And then it's like mind blowing.
And then 9 and 9 obviously makes 18, and 1 and 8 makes 9. 9s you never get away from, they always make 9s. So that to me felt really extraordinary. The 12, again, the heaven on earth repeating as a collective message of your academy. And the 18 is called, this is probably the tougher one in there, it's called spiritual and material conflict. What this means to me is I think you're going to attract people who are trying to bridge their businesses like you did. You know, I'm just a graphic designer, and suddenly now I've got to put all these spiritual elements into my designs and into my consultations with clients. How do I do that? And sometimes there's a conflict because, you know, you want to be just business-like in the material world. You don't really want to be all spiritual and woo-woo and fluffy and come off sounding like you're some kind of gypsy, you know, like I'm looking tonight. So it really, 18 says that possibly this is what you'll attract people. And to me, this is your target audience. So I like the 18 there, because if people are having this problem of how do I put my soul into my graphic design business, hello, this academy can help me, can end that conflict for me. Love it.
Yeah, 100%. I looked at it and I went, oh, I'm not sure I like that. But then, you know, I sat with it for a minute and realized that I've been through enough of this spiritual material conflict in the last 5 years. Like, who better to be the Pied Piper in this scenario?
Absolutely, and guide others. I think it's perfect, Amy.
Yeah.
And then it becomes a 9. So here's the magic. 9 is Mars, and it's orange and red, which talks about energy, creativity, which it suits the industry of design that you're in, the creativity that's there. But I like the red with it, and because it also says you can make money from this. This is kind of can become your money, because you do a lot of work for your community. And you know that you offer for free, and you've supported so many other people to get businesses up and running. You've certainly been an incredible support for me. So finally, I think here comes something that says, and now we can make some money. Now this can become serious. So to me, the 9 there is absolutely perfect. Now, for anybody who's been watching our show up until now, of course, there's something magic here, right smack bang in front of us. Did you pick this up? Did you notice this? The 3, 6, and the 9s.
Yeah.
You did.
I didn't do it on purpose. Like, it just came out with the design, the Colors of Design Academy. But when I did the numbers, I went, what is that?
3, 6, and 9, of course, it's we did that show with Tesla. I think it was when we did Diane's show as a guest. We did Tesla that same episode. I've got the slide coming up, so I'll actually just quickly remind people what that looked like.
Yeah.
But the sequence of 3, 6, and 9 is actually very, very powerful. And it is the numbers when big businesses that we've been doing definitely on the show, when they've got 3, 6, and 9s in it, it's part of what explains them being so successful, right? So you having this in your Colors of Design Academy is phenomenal, Amy. I mean, it's mind-blowing.
I know. I've never seen it so pretty. I've seen the 3, 6s, and 9s show up in different places. Like maybe the 3 was the end result and the 9 was the first, but I've never seen it like 3, 6, 9. There it is. Like, boom.
I know. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. So the other thing you asked me for is, we're going to talk a bit more about 3, 6, 9 in the 2 slides coming up. But the other thing you asked me for was a launch date. What date do I launch this academy?
Mm-hmm.
And you had 3 dates in mind, and we're going to look at all 3 of them. And what I'm going to do is what I do normally with clients is we're going to use color to help you feel the vibration of a date that feels right for you.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, what was important, Amy, was the 3, 6, and the 9. So the first date you came up with was the 4th of December. You wanted to launch. And when you add the 4th and the December and 2012, it comes to a 12, and 1 and 2 makes 3. So you're really familiar with that 12 and 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it kind of feels like a good date. And then you said, well, I was also contemplating the 5th. And of course, that comes to a 4, which is the mover, shaker, new foundation, disruptor energy. That is Uranus as a 4 energy.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next date you were interested in was the 6th. So you kind of had the 4th, 5th, or 6th as your launch date. And that was the 5, which is Mercury, communication, movement, networking, kind of going out into the world, green light for go. So all 3 of them to me are pretty positive as a launch date, but it depends on how you feel. So here's a little thing. So just watch the screen. Don't take your eyes off the screen. Okay. Here goes.
Got it.
If you're with me, we'd be doing the moving bottles around, but we have to do this technology thing. So looking at your 3, 6, and 9, which to me are your primary bottles, primary kind of numbers of energy that's to do with Colors of Design Academy. If you were to launch with the 3, how does that feel?
I like that. It feels balanced. I like things to be balanced. So the fact that there's a 3 on one end and a 3 on the other, and it's a 6-9 sandwich, I like that.
6-9 sandwich. Okay, we'll call that choice 6-9 sandwich. Right, so let's have a look at if you were to launch with the 4 numerology day.
I'm not a real fan of the 4. However, it comes up so often, and I'm trying to change my thought process around the 4 from being a bad disruptor to a change maker.
Yeah.
So,
your mind says you like it, but your body did a whole kind of block.
I know.
With your hands up on your head. So there's a dual reaction here to that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try the next one.
Not so much.
Not so much. Okay, let's do it one more time.
Yeah, that one feels good. The only thing I'm worried I don't know if the 4 scares me because I know what it's about, and am I ready for that like to happen in my life?
It's not, don't get your head out of it. Feel it.
I don't
Let your
like
body tell you. No. Feel this one?
No.
Okay, so you have your launch date.
The 4th. When is that? Oh, Saturday. Okay.
See, you didn't. So it's great to go, hey, I want to launch with these numbers, but that means I'm going to get my ass into gear and get ready to launch.
Yes. Well, I wanted to do it in the first week of December. So my original thought was first, but that's already gone. So
just to point out to you that going with the third, the 3, the sandwich 3 choice, you still have the 4 energy there. Because your founding day is going to haunt you for the rest of your business life, right? It's going to follow you. So the 4th of December, it's
I
still
know.
I know.
Okay, but
I'd mention that.
I know. Yes, I actually did notice that, but thank you for reminding me because I kind of forgot about it without the calendar in front of my face.
Somebody's just said, sorry, I want to just popped up new moon eclipse on Saturday. Hello.
Oh,
there we go.
Nice. Thank you. Okay. So
Rose, thank you, Rose. That's amazing. Shame she stayed up really late in the UK or in Europe somewhere to watch us, I think so.
Oh, thank you, Rose.
That's a nice affirmation for you.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. That just took me over the edge. So the 4th it is. And I like that the disruptor energy is in the date. It's not really like in my face. I don't know how to explain that, but anyway, the total wasn't
the change maker. Let's call it not the disruptor, but the change maker.
Okay, the change maker. And I do feel like I am being a change maker with this whole industry because up until now, there's really been no other continuing education for a graphic designer. It's practice, and get better and build up your portfolio. And there really hasn't been anything new. And so I feel this is new. We're adding to the knowledge base that graphic designers have.
But also, that 4 bottle, if you look at your 25, the day you are born, it's turquoise and yellow. 4 is just the other way around with deeper turquoise.
Yes,
so it is your colors as well. You do have that yellow and turquoise combination. So I like it that it sits there. So you got a lot of work to do if you're going to launch on Saturday. So newsflash, Saturday, watch out for Amy's Colors of Design Academy launch.
Pardon?
Watch out for the Colors of Design.
Oh, yeah. Launch. I thought you said, what should I call it? And
no. Watch out for the launch on Saturday. Okay, so let's have a look at Tesla just to remind people why this 3, 6, and 9 is such an important and such a successful sequence of numbers and bodes extremely well for this Colors of Design Academy. So this was the slide we did at Tesla. So first thing to notice, of course, is Elon Musk is also 34/7 like you, girl. Date of birth. You got that? Like that.
And he's got the same colors on the day he was born, 28. Yeah, okay.
The other way around. You've got 25, which has the yellow at the bottom and turquoise top. So you have that in common there. Okay.
Go Elon. Go Elon.
And we do know that Tesla himself actually said that if we found out the secret behind the sequence of 3, 6, and 9, we would have access to unlimited energy. And that's incredible. So when we looked at Tesla, they actually had 2 6s and a 3 in their name. And Tesla is a very, very successful company. And of course, look there, they got the 4 there too, girl. I mean, the date it was founded, that sits there. So it's nothing wrong with you having your 4 sitting there in the date you launched, your founding date. But, definitely know that this part of why this company is successful is because it's got that those 3s and 6s in. You've got 3, 6, and 9. So what I wanted to do is I've not done this before. So what I decided to do was to haul out a slide from my actual program that I teach and just share it. So it's going to be a different color because I've just copied it from my class with you to just explain to you a little bit around what this means. Okay, so bear with me while I go there.
Mm-hmm.
So this is from my Numerology, Colour and Planets 5-week program. I explain on the course what a binary sequence is. And a binary sequence is when a single cell divides, okay? And literally it looks like this. 1 cell becomes 2, 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8. So the cell divides and doubles every single time. So it looks like that. The sequence is 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. So you sit with the single digits of 1, 2, 4, and 8, and then you have the next sequence, which is just a sample there. So 16, 1 and 6 is 7, 3 and 2 is 5. Okay, do you get that? Mm-hmm. So what happens is you then have an infinitely repeating pattern of the single digits of 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, and 5. Do you get that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the binary sequence is the basis for computers. It's kind of how computers can go into infinite calculations, but it's also how your body uses to recreate your cells. So it's a physical thing in our bodies. Now, if you notice out of that sequence, the number 3, 6, and 9 are missing.
In the sequence, in the repeating pattern, yes.
In the repeating pattern, they do not exist in the binary sequence, and that's because they have a sequence of their own. So they have their own sequences, and this is what it looks like. So if you go 1 plus 2, you get 3. You get 2 plus 4, you get 6. You get 4 plus 8, you get 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay. So when you look at what creates the 3s and 6s, it also becomes an infinitely repeating pattern of 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6. So 3 and 6s have their own pattern. Okay, you can't double them up. You can't do what you do with a binary sequence, which is 1 cell becomes 2, 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8. Now there's no 9 there, so let's have a look. 9 has its own sequence. So the numbers that give you a 9 is 1 plus 8 gives you 9. 3 plus 6 gives you 9. 7 plus 2 gives you 9. 1 plus 4 and 4 gives you 9. Okay, can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
So this pattern always results in 9. And this is why 9 is so special. So whenever we've had guests on the show that have had a 9 in their numerology, whether it's a date of birth, founding date of their business, maybe it's their business name or project name. 9 is nothing and everything. It's a solo act, yet it's not solo, which means it's a beginning and ending of everything. It's kind of has this open-ended flow to it, if that makes sense. Everything just can flow in and flow out. I love that for a business because it hints at that infinite energy, that infinite potential. Limitlessness is the word to apply to the number 9, literally. And you had that 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. Limitlessness is actually the G18.
Yes, it is. And I just had a bath in Limitless a week ago. Yeah. In that bottle.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So you see, it's meant to be gold. So I love the fact that you do have the sequence of 3, 6, and 9, and it bodes extremely well for your academy. It says things are going to go really well for you.
Well, nothing like setting yourself up for a kick in the ass. Like, I really have to do it now.
And by Saturday.
And I have to make it, on Saturday. And I have to make it, like, it's going to flow. I can't make it flow. It's just going to flow. Oh, that's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, so tonight will be a shorter show because you obviously need to go and get things done to launch your business. Oh,
and this makes me even more excited to hear what your predictions information is going to come up with, because Moira does these predictions every single year that I've known her. Like, how many years now? 9, 8, 10? However long. So every year she takes a look at the energies of the planets and of the numerology, of the colors, of the Chinese calendar, and then gets these downloads that for me start to work now. Like when your predictions come out in the end of December, beginning of January, I read them and I'm like, that just started. Like last year blew me away because Brian and I decided to go on a bit of a vegetarian diet. We started out vegetarian and then we added in fish because I just could not do complete vegetarian. And then I read my predictions in January from you, and it was like, you would be best served to go on a vegetarian diet. And I was like, what? So, I mean, that's a small thing, but
I have to tell you that was channeled because I'm not vegetarian, and like the thought of not having my chicken and my lamb would just freak me out. So,
well,
that's channeled. I would never tell somebody, hey, go vegetarian diet would suit you unless it come from somewhere else on high.
It must have, but
yeah.
and I did do the predictions for quite a few people at the beginning of the year because graciously Moira allows us to use the information with our own clients. So
and
I
earn
did
money, so you can earn money from it. Yeah, you use them as the basis of a consultation. Yeah.
Yes, and so I did do it, and like the information was so bang on. I have no idea how you do this. And so next week, I will be doing the show alone because Moira has to stay in channel mode, which is next to impossible to do when you're being broken up with different things that you have to do. So this next week will be our final show of this first season. And then we'll start back fresh in January.
Yeah, that would be fabulous. I look forward to that. And I know you can handle the show. I'll tune in and watch, but I will be focusing because I tend to get up at when I get to this intense stage of getting everything out, I will get up at 4:30 in the morning and I start writing, and I don't normally stop till 8:00 at night. So it's a pretty intense period. And if I have diversions of my energy going somewhere else, I tend to lose the plot. Which I think today I did. So it's like I called Amy. I said, Amy, what am I going to do tonight?
No, I do not want anything to stop you from doing these predictions because I need your full focus. They have helped me so much throughout the years that I have used them since I met you and since I realized that you do this service. And so it's just brilliant. I just love it.
Well, I also must mention you did the graphic design for the marketing and the course material and the slides, and oh my God, it is so beautiful. Oh, it's lovely, Amy. Thank you so much for designing it again. Really, I love it. Thank you. She took the lettering of 2022 and she's got a tiger coming out of the north. This water, because it's the year of the water tiger in the Chinese horoscope. So it was like, oh, it's so beautiful. Yeah.
It just actually came out. It emerged on its own, that tiger.
Yeah.
Because when I kind of just plunked it on the page and then its foot landed on
the I in prediction.
On the D. Yeah. And then the other foot was right in front of the I. So the foot was like the I. Yeah. And I was like, okay, well, here's our tiger. There's no question about that.
And the color combination of the magenta of 2022 with the turquoise of the tiger, this water dragon, makes in Colour Mirrors bottle 29, which it literally is giving us a hint as to what 2022 is going to be about. And what 29 is about the spiritual Olympian athlete, people that all the childhood issues coming up. So all the issues from previous century coming up and plaguing humanity. 2022 is going to be a really master year. And it's a year where, we've been talking about people waking up since 2020. And so far, Colour Mirrors every year is predicted accurately. And this is a system that was made 20 years ago, has predicted exactly what's going to happen in the year by the bottle that it's called. And 22 in Colour Mirrors is called forgiveness. So there is just a whole century worth of rubbish that we're going to have to plague through and wade through and sift through and forgive ourselves, forgive humanity for. So we have a lot of work in 2022, especially healers. Yeah.
Well, the other side of forgiveness is so much love, which is why it's a 6 year. So like getting through that forgiveness to the point of loving everything, right? Then you've got the cycle down.
Yeah.
I would like to just skip through the forgiveness and go right to the love.
Yeah, that would be nice. Lisa said she's launching some Chinese zodiac bottles. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah,
Nice.
I think she's doing it with Louise. Her and Louise are doing it, so that's fantastic. Yeah.
Yay!
Oh, wonderful. There you go, girl.
Well,
How do you feel about the name now and the 369 sequence?
I am shooting sparkles out my brain right now. I'm just so happy. And I think I like, as it was being revealed, as I was doing the numbers, I was like, what? Like, sometimes I work late at night and I just have to take screen captures and I send these crazy messages to Moira saying, check this out. And then hopefully you don't sleep with your phone, because I would
No,
wake you up
I've
with the
learned
thing.
because I've got worldwide clients, so my notifications are off because they start coming in at 1 o'clock in the morning from other countries. You know, it's like, hello.
Yeah, so keep it somewhere else. So yes, anyway, yeah, I feel great about it. I feel great.
Oh,
So I've
that's
got work to do. You've got work to do. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. And we will see you. I will see you next week, and for the last show of this season.
Fabulous. Love you all. Thank you so much. Thank you, Michael. You've been brilliant for first season.
Yes. Thank you, Michael. Hopefully you'll be back next week.
Yes.